Welcome to the Canaries. Just off the west coast of Africa, this subtropical volcanic archipelago consists of 7 major islands rising from the seabed of the Atlantic Ocean. Lanzarote, Fuerteventura, Gran Canaria, La Palma, El Hierro, La Gomera, and the largest, Tenerife, which is dominated by the magnificent volcano Mount Teide. El Teide is the highest peak in Spanish territory. Snow-capped most winters, this dormant volcano is the second largest in the world. From its peak, you can pass through the ages of mankind and witness the formation of the living planet, arriving at last at the sun-drenched beaches of the coast. The effects of all the volcanic activity can clearly be seen everywhere. But the incredible 500-meter high cliffs Acantilados de los Gigantes bring it into sharp focus and dwarf the small village of Los Gigantes. Los Gigantes is a microcosm of Tenerife itself. Its carnival reflects the second largest carnival in the world, held annually in Santa Cruz, the capital. Los Gigantes has something for everyone. From beaches to nightlife, shopping and restaurants. This is a perfect location to begin the adventure. The volcanic activity has formed an incredible undersea habitat. This has combined with unique currents to give rise to a fantastic diversity of marine life. From seahorses to angel sharks, shoals of barracuda and incredible stingrays. Just a few hundred meters from the shore, the seabed falls dramatically into deep ocean trenches. These divide the islands, and here we find the squid and pelagic fish that the resident population of short-finned pilot whales feed upon. Back inshore, we find a perfect hunting ground for the bottlenose dolphins that spend their lives in these waters. The waters and beaches of this subtropical paradise not only provide a home for the marine life, but also a vast marine playground for a multitude of water sports. Los Gigantes boasts its own microclimate, brought about by the giant cliffs. Combine this with an average flight time of less than 4 hours from most of Europe, and you have the perfect whale and dolphin watching location, right on Europe's doorstep. So the time has come to join Pedro and his crew and adventure out of the marina of Los Gigantes in search of whales and dolphins. The choice is yours. The catamaran Shiro Uno with its unique underwater vision windows, or the breathtaking, exhilarating adventure that is the Gladiator. Either way, you're guaranteed a unique and unforgettable experience. Every trip is different. You never know what you might see. As you leave the marina and set out to sea, take a moment to look back at the gargantuan cliffs and imagine that the water below will soon be 4 times as deep. In the depths, squid live, and they provide part of the diet, as well as sardines and mackerels for our pilot whales, which are part of the family of toothed whales. Other species of toothed whales can be regularly seen here, and on rare occasions, orcas, the most notorious of this family, have been spotted. As we have said, you never know what you may see. The unique climate and currents also make the Canaries a perfect breeding ground for the tiny organisms on which baleen whales feed. These creatures have strainers in their mouths which sieve out this microscopic food. This is the same food that the sardines and mackerels eat, and in turn form part of the diet of our pilot whales. As we continue our search, keep your eyes open, as you may well see turtles, as they migrate through these waters. Our first encounter with whales is as they are resting or logging on the surface between dives. These incredible creatures sleep with one half of their brain at a time, the awake half ensuring they remain floating and breathing. Soon they will dive to hunt for prey, which they find in the blackness by using echolocation. By creating a series of clicks and feeling or hearing the response, they can locate prey at great distances. Some sperm whales have been known to locate food up to 2 kilometers distant. The sound is produced just below the blowhole and is projected into the water through the melon, a special piece of tissue in the forehead. They listen or receive the sound through their lower jaw. They also use all sorts of whistles and clicks to communicate with the group, or pod as it is known. Now the mothers are always protective of their young and will always put themselves between baby and any threat. Ever thought you were being checked out? Just who's watching who? Many intelligent creatures play, and whales and dolphins are no exception. When we think of diving, we take 1 or 2 deep breaths, and this can sustain a fit, well-trained human for 1 to 2 minutes. Although some specialist divers can more than double this. Our whales can hold their breath for up to 15 minutes. They too take several deep breaths and are specially adapted to store oxygen not in their lungs but in their blood, body tissue and muscles. Additionally, they can shut down non-essential organs, such as the digestive system, to conserve even more oxygen. And their perfect hydrodynamic shape also reduces the effort needed to move through the water. Just take time to enjoy and wonder at these magnificent creatures. All boats are fully licensed and governed by strict rules about how fast they can approach, how far they must stay away, and how long they can stay for the protection of both the whales and dolphins. Now remember to keep watching, as you never know what you may see next. All too soon it's time to head towards the cliffs in search of dolphins. Dolphins! Dolphins often bow ride like this, and you can begin to appreciate the perfect adaptation of these creatures to their environment. They seem to glide effortlessly through the water. Just watch! Aren't they fantastic? Now the water has turned glass-like as we come closer to the cliffs, and we found this pod of spotted dolphins. Look at the way this female and baby change direction together. It's like synchronized swimming. Eventually we arrived to take a short stop at the base of the incredible Maska Valley. A swim perhaps, and then back along the coast to the fish farm. More dolphins! Dolphins are considered to be one of the most intelligent of sea creatures, and many of the common dolphins which are resident in the area are seen time and time again by the crew, who can easily identify them, either by unique markings on their bodies or their fins. These dolphins have learned that the nets of the fish farm provide a perfect hunting ground. The dolphins use the nets as cover and ambush the wild fish which gather round the nets to feed on the excess food that falls through from feeding the fish within the nets. The environmental effects of fish farming in the open sea are hard to assess, but what is clear is for the dolphins, this is a great food treat. Having enjoyed the dolphins playing, the time has finally come to return to port. This adventure is almost over, and as we cruise back, remember to keep watching. We hope you've enjoyed your adventure with us. Please take time and view the rest of this DVD.